Hello.
I play the clarinet along with this.
Oh!
So you're only getting half of it. Well, I haven't started yet.
Can't believe I started filming too soon.
I'm only guessed you've come too soon.
So CupCakes, huh?
Yes.
Central Manchester, Market Street, underneath the big corporate flyover thing. I'm here with Tom, who is at a table for the Socialist Party, and he asked me to axe the bedroom tax. And the reason why I can't support socialism is that I see it as another form of statism. It's just another ism, another involuntary control, and as the viewer knows, I'm an anarchist. So Tom.
Hello.
Hello Tom. Thank you for agreeing to be part of this discussion.
No worries.
Alright. The thing is with socialism is that it seems to be a partisan, like, we hate the rich, we hate the successful, we hate the capitalist, blah 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 blah, and it seems to be just another control thing to get money from everyone to pay for some things, you know, like, because part of my issue with socialism is, like, they say that NHS is free. The NHS is not free. People pay vast amounts of tax, like 25% of their income, a quarter of their income taken away in slavery. How do you justify socialism?
How do I justify socialism? Well, as an anarchist, you obviously believe that the end goal of any society should be a stateless society.
Don't you bring out Marx with me, man. Is that where you were going with Marx?
Well, I was going to say that my end goal is pretty much the same thing. However, I believe without some kind of transitionary program.
Oh, they're always selling a transitionary program. Why can't you sell the end goal? Why don't you go direct to anarchy? Why do you need a transition? It seems like a lie.
Well, what I'd say is the political consciousness of people in Great Britain is not at a state now where anarchist society would be viable. I one day truly hope, and I think that is the end game.
Yeah, one sec. Let me just pause it for a sec. Walking along, Tom, the guy at the Socialist Party thing there, I think he maybe had to think about our chat, and he refused to continue the conversation. He was there. I was chatting to Carl, my friend, and I went back to Tom, and absolutely refusing to finish the conversation. I think something clicked in his head, a bit of cognitive dissonance, by saying, "Oh yeah, socialism, and we need to have more control and more statism on our way to a stateless world." Yep, that's right. We need more fascism on our way to a free world. Indigene 3, A New Humanism. That is the sky bridge that I was filming in. And now you know. These are Peppa Pig balloons. Check this out, guys. Look at this. Peppa Pig balloons. £4. £4 for a Peppa. Like, I'll even confirm it here. Peppa Pig balloon, £4. Look at that. £4 for that. But because we live in the crazy upside down world, if you want face painting, it's only £2. Look at this. A labor-intensive, skilled task is half the price of a balloon. Some of you may have seen in the news that little town in Wales where they had excellent cannabis plants in their gardens in the streets, but in Manchester, not so bad. Some of the keener, kind of green-fingered amongst you will recognise the tomato plant here. And just for confirmation, let's see, look at, can you see that? Yep, tomatoes! So that's quite nice, big green tomatoes growing in the centre of town. What kind of urban gardening scheme would be complete without a corporate cock-sucking tie-in with Harvey Nicks? None, really. Look at this. It's so authentic, it's post-authentic.
So where do you live then?
Look at that, the little canal goes into the picture at the end. Very nice.
Yeah, and we're only living there at the moment, it's cheaper.
Let's talk a bit about cults. There's Katie Holmes, who you'll recognise. That's Tom Cruise's ex-wife, and she's had an injunction against him or any member of his batshit crazy Scientology crew from coming near their daughter Suri. Which, there you go. And anyway, I was hanging with a guy called Will Storr, who wrote an article on David Icke for the Sunday Times, which you can find online. Just do a quick search, a recent one, and he says that David Icke is the 21st century's L. Ron Hubbard. And I can see what he means. I'm just wondering who's going to be the young apprentice of David Icke, who's going to marry a Katie Holmes type and have alien babies jumping into volcanoes. Who knows? Vacuous, soulless, ballless, spiritless, courageless fucking corporate little cunts. Look at them, every last one of them. This looks like relaxy time. Oh. So, what does it all mean? Here we are outside Hugo Boss, having a little relax with my camera. It's a great day. I'm not 33 anymore. I'm 33 and one day. Just had a great chat with Carl, who's I know off Facebook, but now we know each other in real life, which is the way these things are meant to be, isn't it? Is that how it works? If I can try and say something clever, it would be that everything is a metaphor of everything else. Everything is synchronistically related, and you are at once the center of the universe and you are the whole universe all at once. And all the problems you see in the outside world mirror your health problems or your psychological problems or your relationship problems. It's mirrored on the whole thing. Time does not move linearly from past to present to future. It's an ever-expanding present that goes in all directions. And we have filters because we are ape gods. We are apes. We have filters. And when you take dimethyltryptamine, those filters come off. Or if you take psilocybin mushrooms or lysergic acid, the filters come off. And if you smoke enough cannabis, the filters will also certainly come off, but you need to go through the paranoia phase, you need to break out of that. It's grotesquely beautiful, grotesque. And that's that. These cushions are great. Is anyone thinking what I'm thinking? Flying spaghetti monsters, it's arrived. Thank you, police horses. As I was saying earlier, Lucifer's world, the rational, reductionist, materialist world where everything's ordered, everything's hierarchied, it's unsustainable, as we can see, not just from an ecological point of view, but from a moral, political, and human point of view. Completely unsustainable. You can't organize people into this. I mean, I'm walking through a corporate zone now called Spinning Fields, is that right? Yeah, not to be confused with the London Spitalfields. And people are just so brainwashed. And the suits, the kind of hanging, depressed faces, everyone's just strolling around. Let me see if I give you some examples. Look at that, just suits, unhappy suits walking around, and I used to be one of them. But it's just funny old world. Funny old world. So, the question is, like, what now?
No, really,